Yo, what's up, man? That 50th, man, celebration. What's good with y'all, man? Salute to the Most High. You know what I mean? Let me see another one. 50 of them to be exact. 50 of them. I look real good for 60, for 50. 50, this 50 looking good. You know what I mean? No hair dye, no none of that. God is good out here, you heard? God is good, man. What's up, man? I ain't been up here in a second. I've been out here working and getting this money, you know what I'm talking about? Word. Had to tap in with y'all, come holler at the people, say what's up, you know what I'm saying? 50 if you're a Gito Quit salute. I appreciate you, bro. Love you, bro. You already know, you know what I'm saying? 50. Yo, 50, man. I hit that 50, bro. God is good, you heard your fat calf. You already know. Welcome to the 50 Club, man. Yo, salute. Salute, man. Yo, word, man. God is good, you know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I'm easy, man. I'm just chilling, man. Just enjoying it. Might slide later. I don't know. I'm chilling, man. A lot been going on in these streets. I've been seeing a lot going on out here, you heard? Yo, I've been seeing a little like Versace joint, Wifey Ben got this joint for me, you know what I mean? A lot been going on in them streets, you heard? A lot been going on out there in them streets, man. Them clubs, you want to go out there pop a bottle, popping a bottle ain't safe. You heard? they they airing these spots out, you know what I'm saying? It's a lot going on, yeah. It's a lot going on in these streets, yeah. Officially a OT, man. Yo, Dwayne, appreciate you, man. You already know Big Queens, man. Queens get the money, yo. Listen, yo, God is good, man. Y'all know I used to be going as glorious Mikey B, you know what I mean? When I was banging and stuff, it used to be glorious, be on some glorious timing. But when I really look at things, really look at my life, you know what I mean? I gotta give a glory to God, you know what I'm saying? I gotta give a glory to Most High. Cause I've been through a lot in my life, you know what I mean? And I survived all of that to 50. Did I think I would make it to 50? I didn't think I would make it here, you know what I'm saying? But God had a plan for me, you know what I mean? Word up, just being honest, you heard? God had a plan for me, you know what I mean? A lot of stuff that I've been through. Y'all hear about some of the wild stuff. I've been shot up a bunch of times, a bunch of attempts on my life, you know what I'm saying? And God got me through that shit every time. I used to be thinking like, that was all me. But a lot of guys that I know that was smarter than me, that was tougher than me, that was wiser than me, that was faster than me, they ain't here no more, you know what I mean? But God, gave me the grace to still be here, you heard? That means I'm here for a reason. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, real talk, you heard? Yo, God is good, you heard? And y'all know, since back and since I've been home, I ain't been on that still. I ain't been, I've been doing good 4.5, going on 5 years now. But I have been tested. Just to let y'all know, you know what I'm saying? I have been tested. Um, but I passed those tests, you know what I mean? I passed those tests. I stayed humble. I stayed on my timing. I stayed on my stance, you know what I'm saying? And God made the way. God made the way for me, you know what I mean? Real talk. Real talk. You know what I mean? I've been through some things out here in these streets, you know what I'm talking about? Maybe one day y'all can hear about it, you know what I'm saying? But I've been through some things out here. Um, but I didn't fall back into my old ways and get back into the things that I used to do. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God, you know what I mean. I stayed firm in my stance, um, and I made it through. I made it through. You know what I'm talking about? I made it through to these times. You know what I'm saying? So that's important for us, for y'all to know and for y'all to understand. You know what I mean? Guns, that stuff don't make you safe. You know what I'm saying? When I got shot up in my life, I had weapons on me. I had it. I had it out. I was ready, and I still got hit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm out here moving around. I go through some of the same things that I went through as a youth. Just now I understand. I understand that I'm being watched over, and I use other options that I didn't use before. You know what I'm saying? When I was out here wilding, I use other options and I'm still good. You know what I'm saying? I'm still firm. And this is what I wish I would have did this stuff when I was a youth. I wish I would have understood this when I was a kid. Um, but things come to us in time, and some of these lessons will come to us and taught to us so we could teach others. You know what I'm saying? In their time. It's a lot going on out here in these streets. A lot of stuff. I see a lot of stuff. A lot of nasty stuff going on. They killed 6ix9ine's girlfriend. Um, I see what went down in Brooklyn. I've been seeing that stuff. I'll be wanting to come up here and kick it with y'all, but I got to get my money. I've been working and doing what I got to do. You know what I'm saying? Um, Yo, word up, word up, word up. Jock in here. Salute to you, Jock. Appreciate you, big bro. But yeah, just staying firm in my stance and just moving right. That's the only thing that can save us. That can, moving right, keeping the most high, keeping the most high first, family, family second, and real things, you know what I mean? And moving right, using your options. You know what I'm saying? Using your options, you heard? Um, at one time in my youth, I thought I didn't have no options but to rely on, you know, going to that American still, you know what I'm saying? But I know there's other ways of, defeating enemies. And there's other ways, and I'm not talking about, yo, yo, a lot going on in the building. What up, bro?
Yo, my son got the Versace robe on right now.
Oh, word. Yeah,
What's
I'm
up,
chilling,
man?
man. 50. I'm officially an old head.
You
I'm
50,
officially
bro.
unk. I'm officially unk. I'm officially an old head now. Yeah.
50 in the building, man.
God is good though. You know what I'm
God
saying?
is great, man. Happy
Yo, God is
born day,
yeah,
man.
God is great. You heard? God is great. You know what I mean? But yeah, man, I'm chilling, man. I'm easy. You heard?
Leo season is in, baby.
Yeah, it's spooky out there in Brooklyn, man. I've been seeing a lot of that nastiness.
Oh, it's nasty out in Brooklyn right now, bro. I'm not even gonna lie,
It's
son.
nasty, bro.
That Crown Heights. But yo, listen, it's nasty everywhere in the town, right? Um, but that Brooklyn, more so on that Brooklyn, what I want to say about that is that it's not sweet. It's not sweet in these streets, bro. You know what I'm saying? And
Right.
these dudes out here, these young brothers out here, be laying things down and
He wilding out
and
there.
and acting like they're invisible after that. You feel what I'm saying? They act
Yeah.
like they're invincible. Like
I don't
they
even think I just think they don't care, bro. I think some of these kids just don't like when I was out there and I was doing a lot of stuff that I see going on in these streets, bro.
right,
I didn't care about my life and I didn't care about the lives of others, just being honest, you heard? No matter how much I rolled with dudes and all that, I didn't care about myself. And let me tell you something. That's a part of them killing our confidence. You know what I'm saying? For us not to care about ourselves. That's self-hate, bro.
right,
You know what I mean?
right. I get what you're saying.
But that's what that is, bro. They don't care. I didn't care about myself. I didn't care if nobody killed me out there when I was running around, bro. I didn't care. And I didn't care about the lives of others. You know what I mean? But it's important that we learn to love ourselves and to love our peoples. You know what I'm saying? Yo, grown man business in the building. Yo, grown man business. What up? I've been seeing you working out here, grown man. I see you. You on their necks out here, man. Hey, salute, you heard?
Yeah, but yo, bro, I'ma just keep it real, bro. When we when we had beef, yeah, we went to parties that we knew we wasn't supposed to be at. You understand what I'm saying? But it wasn't like the way these dudes is moving now. You feel what
Big
I'm
Mom Miller,
saying?
salute. Yeah.
You know, it's like, boy, you got
We
three,
was the
four
same.
bodies under your belt. Party and it's done. Party
No,
is done.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. On my side of town, we was different. We was doing all of that, and we was going to the club, and we was going in there.
We was too.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. We
We
was,
was too.
but I'm just saying, we got a
But not in
culture.
enemy territory, bro.
But hear me out. We didn't care, bro. We was everywhere. Hear me out. And we was in all territories, bro. We was everywhere. But I'm just saying, it's It's the culture that we left to these kids, bro. When I see all this stuff going down, that kid that got headshot in the Bronx,
That's nasty right there.
no, no, we left that culture to them, bro. We left that culture to them because it wasn't like that. Let me tell you something. When we used to be on them blocks, bro, we used to be good with everybody on them blocks. Nobody could be on the block and backdoor you on your own block like that.
Right.
We
Facts.
ushered, let me tell you something, bro. When we ushered that gang stuff into New York, because all of us with names are the ones that made gangs so relevant in New York.
Right.
Once we picked up those flags, whether they were red or blue or yellow or white, no matter what flag we picked up, bro, and we had names in these communities, bro, we brought credit to those flags, bro.
Right.
We
I
brought
get
our
you.
hoods to those flags, bro. And the culture that I see now is all gang culture as far as they don't care about each
I'm
other.
here.
Before we picked up them gangs, bro, we cared about each other. You couldn't do that on no block like that in New York, bro.
I
You
agree.
could, but once we picked up the gang flag, and once dudes started becoming food, it was so easy for us to eat our own, to snake our own, bro.
I get that too.
That's where that comes from, bro. It wasn't like that before that. On our block, bro, you couldn't do that on my block, bro. You couldn't do that on my block, bro. Everybody on our block was sturdy. When you came out on my block, if you was on the block with us, then you was sturdy, bro. You couldn't
Right.
pull
Fact.
nothing like that. That means if they doing it like that, because at first, when we started banging, it was all love. But when dudes started becoming food, you my brother today, and tomorrow I'm trying to get at you. And we pass that nastiness down to these kids, bro. That's the honest facts, bro. That's the facts, bro.
The back door is open, bro.
The back door is all the way open, bro. You can't
No, I'm
trust
talking about
nobody.
all the way open for
You
anything and
can't trust nothing. You
anybody.
can't trust nobody, bro.
You can't trust nobody out here.
You can't trust nobody, bro, except family, like you're close. You got your little couple of people that you could that's trust, but that gang, these kids, bro, that gang stuff, bro, that's what they got that from, bro. Because before on them blocks in New York,
Right.
your crew was tight. You never heard of nobody doing nothing like that to their own dudes on they blocks like that, bro. In the Bronx, Brooklyn, Queens, they might have did something to another block, another crew, but
But
on
the
your
dude,
own,
but the dude that got head tapped in the Bronx,
right, Tavon Miller, friends are
he
frenemies now.
the dude that got head tapped in the Bronx, he actually put his hand on a girl the day before that.
No, I seen that. I seen that. And I'm not saying that kid next to him did something crazy, but that kid spent off right when that dude came, when whoever came to do that, bro. He
Hmm.
put his nose, he put the smoke under his nose.
Oh, he definitely gave him the signal.
I don't know if that was a signal. I don't know what it was, but it looked real fishy, bro.
That
But
looked extra fishy.
right,
That
Mike
right
Valencia,
there.
said he don't trust nobody.
That's why. That's why I party in my house, bro.
Now I ain't gonna lie, I trust my family, yo. My family, cause they know Unc is gonna go. Unc is gonna live for them. Unc is
Right.
gonna live. Unc is gonna go to the wall for them. You know what I'm saying? I don't
Right.
care. I'll go sit anywhere for my family. I'm sitting anywhere. You mess with my family, bro. You mess with my family, bro. You gotta deal with me. I'm out here, and I'm gonna find you. That's how I am. My family know that. My family tight. We loyal. My family tight. We loyal. We don't play that. We don't play that. My family. I trust my family. We
Nah,
don't
that's a
play that.
fact. I'm going to sit down by my family.
Yeah, we don't. I don't. I'll sit down anywhere. I'll go anywhere for my family.
Yeah, I sit down by my family.
That's
Don't play.
that's light. That's light. That's light. That's light right there. You know what I'm saying? But we ain't good. And let me tell you something. Being that we talking about family, I'm so glad my family's not in the streets, bro, no more.
Right.
Like the kids, my nephews and
Right.
nieces, they all work. They all got good
Yo.
jobs. My whole family, me and my brother, we got off track and we got back on track. But I'm so happy. I'm so blessed that my elders was when I was in prison, when I was away, that my sisters, my mother, my elders, my uncles, and everybody was able to get
Stay
our
on top
family
of that.
to get our family on track and for them to be good, productive people out here in the community, bro. Real talk, bro. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
ain't none of my little cousins, female cousins, none of that. They into fashion, they into getting fly, they got jobs. They not with none of that.
I'm glad. I'm so glad about that. I'm so happy about that. You heard
Word.
that they not out here in the streets and it's nasty. That street, the streets is nasty right now. I ain't gonna lie. The streets is
Nasty.
nasty, bro.
Backdoor season.
But you got to remember who run it. No good dudes run the streets.
Right.
I'm not saying it's not a few official, because there's a few official dudes out there.
Nah, come
There's a
on, just keep
few.
it all the way. If you still in the streets, you a bozo, bro.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I believe that you a bozo, but I'm talking about as far as staying true to the rules of the streets. It's a few dudes out there, but they overwhelmed by the no good dudes. The streets
Yeah, I mean, the few
overwhelmed,
dudes that is out there that's doing what they do, they keep it. You don't even know they're in the streets.
right?
You don't even know in the streets. You think they got a 9 to 5 the way they moving.
You got to rule smart, or you done.
Come on, the dudes that's on the block that's trying to act up and make it seem like they this and that and this. Yeah, those are the dudes that's bozos, bro. Dudes that's out there still gang banging with red, blue flags. Those are the bozos. You understand? Black flags. You running around. You 30, 40 years old on the corner with 19-year-olds. You the bozo. Yes,
Nah, I
that's
heard a
you.
60. What was a 61-year-old doing in there with them little 19-year-olds? They
Come
wild out
on, bro.
there.
And then they
They
got something
wild
in the
out there. They said a 61-year-old got killed or shot.
and then they got in the comments,
He tripping.
do hookah got any age limit? Yes, it does. When it's little kids coming around with the hookah, you 61, getting blamed on.
Hey, yo, God is good. I still look like that baby picture. You heard? Look at me.
God is great, son. I'm saying you don't look like that baby picture, but you still look young.
You
All
funny.
right, I'm gonna give you that. I'm gonna give
You
you that.
funny.
Stop fronting. Don't come up here, front.
No Beijing, none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is all good
Yeah, I'm
God.
on the
This is
phone.
all God's grace right here. You heard?
Nah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yo,
Y'all
nah,
see,
bro.
y'all see
But
where we at. This is where it's at right here. This is where it's at.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but it's nasty, bro. Working. That's right. Doing what you
No,
gotta
this is
do.
where they gonna be ending up at, right here. With
Oh, in the
these shits
hospital,
all
yeah.
all linked up to y'all keep playing in these streets. Y'all little kids wanna play in these streets, they gonna have y'all hooked up to all these machines right here. God forbid, bro. They got a nice bed. They got a bed for you in the pen, and they got a nice bed waiting for you right here.
Yo,
Right
listen.
here.
Hey, yo, listen. They was the crazy thing is this. We all know they let all them dudes get in that spot with they bangers. They is wilding. Everybody in there with they bangers is trouble, you heard?
Yo, but listen, Little Ma had to know it was his time.
New York Nicky Baby salute. You already know Big Queens.
Yo, Q Queens get the money. Y'all
He was
already know
only
Brooklyn to
19
Queens, man.
though.
You know how we do. They said, listen, boy had five
BQE in
bodies.
here.
Boy had five, but they supposedly, allegedly, this little kid, Little Ma, had five bodies under his belt. Now, let me tell you,
Yo, listen, you might be right, but sometimes they be cleaning up they jacket with these kids die, and everybody start telling on them and throwing all the bodies on them. Sometimes that happens, bro.
right? But listen, when he had to be waking up to the Grim Reaper. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, bro. Like he had to be waking up in cold sweats. Like, yeah, bro. Y'all
Yo,
think
Wax
it's a
Dog
game,
salute.
bro? Y'all think it's a game, bro? Everywhere that boy turned, he seen black.
His name was like that. His name was like that in Brooklyn. No, I never heard his name before.
Huh?
His name was like that in Brooklyn, though.
I guess so. From what I'm hearing on the streets, son was very active. He wasn't playing with nobody. Son was getting busy. Shorty was getting busy.
I ain't gonna
From what
lie though,
I'm
we got
hearing.
a we got a bad culture though, because the girls love the gangsters, they love the dudes in there. They know dudes is gripped up. Sometimes, they be holding, you know how it go in the hood. But
That's
that
not
that
the only one. Something happened in the style too.
but I ain't gonna lie, that culture, bro, is bad, bro. We stuck in that culture. We gotta get up off that culture because Look at Chicago. They shot up all them girls. They got killed in the club. Same thing. The club is not safe. The club is not. The club ain't never been safe. But I think the club is even worse right now. I ain't gonna lie. The club is even worse right now. You heard?
No, you could still party. It's just that you gotta know where to party at, man. You gotta if you want listen, man.
Yo,
If
I
you
think
want
I
to
heard
be
you say go.
around,
Somebody said go party with the white people. That was you.
no, I'm not. You don't have
Somebody
to.
said we got to go
You act
party with
like
the white. I think Harlem Legend. Yo, salute to Harlem Legend. I was watching one of his lives. He was like, "Yo, we got to go party with the white people or something."
why? Why party with them? You trying to say ain't no civilized black people out there that's partying? Yes, it is. Y'all just not in the right crowds. What are you talking about? Dudes out here with dude brothers that got mansions, all types of shit that be inviting dudes over. I got dudes with that's millionaires, brothers that's millionaires right now. Yo, Smith, come through, come eat. I'm going to one of my millionaire people down in Jersey on what on Labor Day. Come on, you got to know who to party with, bro. Who to touch shoulders with.
Yeah,
You
it's
dudes want to
nasty.
y'all dudes want to be in drill parties all day where they what's the dance doing that dumb shit. Come on, nobody fuck out of here.
Dudes just standing around, nobody dancing no more. Everybody
Nobody
looking at
dancing.
everybody,
Come
grilling each
on,
other.
killing each other and all that, bro. It's definitely civilized black people out here that's doing good for themselves. That's partying. They on boats. They taking trips. They doing everything. Only
Nah,
only the
it is some good places
bozos,
that you can
bro.
go to. It is some good places you can go to do a party, but you got to watch out because you don't know it can go down at any time though.
Come on, bro.
Anywhere. You can go down
My
anywhere,
timeline,
anytime, bro.
my timeline is not filled up with little drill dudes. My timeline is filled up with dudes going
Yo,
to
G'd up quick said
Jamaica,
you got sturdy right quick.
Aruba. Yo, y'all saw me get,
Yo, my grandmother used to love Aruba.
you know what I'm saying? Yo, bro. I'm telling you, listen, these dudes, my whole timeline this whole summer, everybody, Aruba, Europe, all types of places, Jamaica, this place, that place. It's no young boys on my spot. Ain't no drill shit on my spot.
Yo,
People
thank
doing
you,
what
New
they
York
do.
Nikki, baby. She just pinned the cash app, man. Y'all wanna bless the God.
Yo,
The
bless
cash
the
app
God
is
for
up
that
there.
B-Day, man.
Y'all wanna bless the God for that 50. For that 50, the cash app is up. Thank you, New York Nikki, baby. Yo, word though, bro. I ain't gonna front. Yeah, it's nasty, bro. I'll be moving
Nasty work
around.
out here.
I'll be going out. I'll be moving around and stuff, but I'll be picking and choosing my spots. You know what I'm saying?
You
I don't be
got
just
to.
everywhere, you heard?
9 to 5 is better than 25 any day in
I
America.
don't be just everywhere. Yo, even they say in the white, you can go to the Spanish spots and they don't be wilding like that.
Come
You can
on.
go to different spots and you could chill and do it in other spots and they don't be tripping like that.
Come on, bro.
That's that self-hate, bro. They pumping it through the music. We gotta get off that time, bro. We gotta get off
Not
that. You know what I'm saying?
not only the music, they pumping out in the streets with these fake so-called big homies. You understand that ain't got none to live for. Only thing your big homie is waiting for you to be
ABG
is his
salute.
bunkie. That's it. He need a new bunkie. He
Yo,
need a new
listen.
bunkie so you could roll up his clips.
Yo, but
You gonna
jail
roll.
is different now. You don't even know if they gonna throw you in alligator Alcatraz. You don't know if they gonna deport you and put you in an outside jail now. You go to jail now, you don't even know what's gonna happen.
Imagine you come to the spot, you getting in the spot. Your big homie is the K2 head, the biggest K2 head on the compound. He got you chasing the K2 now.
Yo, it's nasty, bro.
It's nasty, son. Most of them dudes up there K2'd out, talking about they need that pinky. They need that pink slip. Come
Yo,
on.
listen. Yo, listen. Yo, but and you know what I really don't like though? They said it was a police. They said it was a police precinct around the corner.
Right?
Police could be in front of these spots, bro.
For what?
Like a lot of spots in Queens, when you come out of them spots in Queens, the police is outside.
All right, for what though? Another
Now,
black kid dead.
now let me tell you something. But that'll detour. that'll deter a lot of violence. Like if you go to high, like big college areas where white people party at, it's always a heavy police presence there. They outside, they chilling. A lot of times they don't give us those presents because they want stuff to go down.
Exactly. And not only that,
It
these
don't cost
lounges.
nothing. It don't cost nothing for them to have extra security or extra cops outside for these clubs, but they want dudes to do that stuff. They want dudes to go in these clubs, bro.
So how the back doors gonna go down?
Right,
What are you talking about? How the back doors gonna go down if the police is at the lounge?
right,
They get regular security. They get the grip up and go in there. Like the back doors can't happen.
right.
Come on, it's gonna be forever back doors.
Yo, Bucks, what up? Salute, Bucks.
Young bucks.
Yo, word, it's nasty though, bro. I ain't gonna front. I seen that in Brooklyn. I was like, wow, they wild and they tripping out there. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, it's
Um,
nasty.
but this you gotta expect. You got a bunch of different gangs out here. You know, you got all kind of stuff. Dudes on their timing. You gotta expect that. You know what I'm saying? And don't get me wrong. I used to be going out and I used to be sliding around with it when I was young, but I wasn't no dummy like to just bang up in a club
Little
and
Jew.
wild out like that.
Say
You know what
what's
I'm
up. Say
saying?
what's up, little Jew. Yo, say what's up. Say salute. Go on, bossy. Yeah, real
Yo,
Jew.
salute,
Today my
wagwan,
brother birthday.
wagwan,
This is my co-host. Okay. All right, man.
wagwan,
Respect, man.
wagwan,
Yeah, you
salute.
already know, boss up. All right. Yes,
Yeah,
yes.
you already know. Yo, but now, but you know, I used to be in the spots with, you know, certain spots. I used to be
Hello.
sliding through with it.
All right.
Sometimes security was lacking. Toss it in the boot. Get through with it. You know what I'm saying? You know what I
Yo,
mean?
but you know, back in the days, like when we was growing up, even with y'all had dreams. Whether it's with the the
Yo,
Stingum
Shaquell in
Yang.
here. DJ Cole Red, salute. Go ahead,
Hey, yo,
bro.
big up the big homie Shockwell, man. For real,
Yo, make
salute,
sure y'all
man.
go follow DJ Cole Red. That's Shaquell right there. That's the big bro
Yeah,
Shaquell.
he moving with that music. Make sure y'all check him on TikTok and all that, Instagram and
DJ Cole
Facebook.
Red. Make sure y'all go follow DJ Cole Red. That's Shaquell. That's the big hurt.
TikTok, Instagram and Facebook. DJ Cole Red, it be lit. He be throwing shows and all that. So make sure y'all tap in.
Yeah, it's his mixtapes
Um,
is
so
fire.
we had goals. Whether whether it was bad, we was stick up kids. We was big time drug dealers. We wanted to be big time drug dealers. We wanted to be big time stick up kids and get rich. These young brothers is living to die. That's it. They don't even want nothing else. They just want to live to die.
Yo, we building yo, he sent us salute. You heard Smitty? We
Yo,
building
tell
we
we building
TV in.
to television. I send mom, man.
He up in here.
But yo, come on, bro. These dudes they only living to die, bro. They not doing nothing else out there. Just living to die, bro. They not like us, bro. They don't
Yo,
want no
appreciate you, New
money.
York Nikki.
They don't want no education. Only thing they want to do is die.
I ain't gonna lie though. I think that's like to New York City. I be in a lot of other cities. I be moving around a lot. It's these urban cities, bro, that be on that time. And bro, a lot of other places, I be cutting through a lot of other places. I be seeing a lot of youth, a lot of other people, a lot of other communities in other states ain't going through this, bro. That
Right.
should be New York, that should be LA, Chicago, Philly, Baltimore, DC. That's certain cities, bro. Rochester, Syracuse, Buffalo. You know what I'm saying? Be wild in certain cities. That's not in all cities like that, bro. And I'm not saying all cities and all states got all these problems, but that be major cities in these states, bro. You go to Florida, you go to Texas. It don't be every black city. It be certain black cities, you heard? It be certain black cities, bro. Real talk. I'll be moving around, bro. I know. I'll be moving around. I lived in like since I've been home, bro. I lived in like 3 or 4 different states already, bro.
Cheat up.
You heard me?
Yeah, I'm listening, big bro.
I lived in 3 or 4 different states since I've been home, bro. You heard?
Right. Right.
And I'm telling you, every city not like that, bro. All
No.
these cities is not all black people in these places in these cities ain't giving it up like they giving it up in New York, like they giving it up in Chicago, like they giving it up in LA. like they giving it up in Atlanta in certain areas. That shit is certain areas, bro.
No, I agree. I agree with you on that. I agree with you on that. But like I said, bro, the reason that these dudes is going through this, I said this on numerous shows, because they don't have the OGs that we had that was molding us. You
That's
understand what I'm
true. That's
saying?
true.
The OGs that we had growing up, this is what they gave us. They gave us ultimatum. Listen, bro, you want to go to school or you want to play this? You want to
Thanks,
play
New
out
York
here.
Nikki. Thanks, New
You
York Nikki.
understand?
Yeah, go follow
You
Bucks and G'd Up Quint. Go follow the peoples, man. Go follow all the peoples up in here.
You know, them OGs ain't forced us with no hammers. Yo, here, go take the hammer and blam that. Yo, here, take a pack. When they knew we was on them streets and we was finally in them streets, they took us under the wing, schooled us. But if we wasn't, what? They paid for our basketball sneakers. They paid for our cleats. They made sure we went to. You understand what I'm saying? I'm just keeping it all the way real, bro.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Our OGs was different. They don't have that type of, guidance out there right now. You feel
But
what
you
I'm
know what the
saying?
difference is, though? You know what the major difference is, though?
What? That we listen?
Nah, gangsters ran the streets at that time.
Who say that again?
Gangsters ran the streets at that time.
Mm,
Gangsters don't run the streets no more.
mm.
Gangsters don't run the streets no more. Money getters,
So you telling
hustlers,
me? So
dope boys,
so you
whoever
telling
got
me
the
it's no
bag.
such thing as
Gangsters don't run the streets no more, bro.
so it's no such
Gangsters.
thing as gangster no more than period. That
I'm
that
not. I'm not saying that you don't got gangsters because gangsters kept. When I was trying to hustle when I was a kid, real gangsters wouldn't let me hustle.
mm,
They didn't use. They kept that shit amongst older people. I was a kid that was impressionable. They kept me out of the streets.
talk your
That was
talk.
the gangsters.
Talk your talk.
Hustlers don't give a fuck. Dope boys don't care. They
I
gonna
agree.
put everybody to work. They don't care. They don't care. They're not like gangsters and hustlers is not the same thing, bro. These dudes that's
Mm,
getting money, these dope boys, they not the gangsters that was in our community, bro.
mm.
Them gangsters in my community, I know the real ones. The niggas that they talking about in Dawn Diva, all of them, I came up under all of them. I know them.
Right,
I know
right.
their
I'm here.
families, and they would not let us do that, bro. Gangsters don't run the streets
I
no more,
agree.
bro. That's over. Weirdos run the streets now. Weirdos, rats run the streets. What you mean? Rats is running the streets. What you talking about? That's who run the streets now, bro. Hustlers, whoever got the bag, who run the streets, bro. No matter what you a weirdo. No matter what you, if you got the bag, that's who run the streets, bro. Whoever got the bag run the streets. If you a rat, if you a weirdo, if you no good, that's who run the streets, bro. That's who
Yo,
run
but
the
I'm
streets,
saying,
bro.
didn't dudes that had the bag back in the days run the streets too?
But it was different, bro. It was
But
different
you trying
because
to
you
say
got to remember
they had to have that bag and
this
they
was
had to be
all
able to
yo.
protect it?
Nah, bro, you got to understand. All this shit was engineered by the government, bro. This shit was engineered. You think the people in power is in power by accident in our communities, bro? No, that's on purpose. That's on purpose, bro. They got a bunch of no good dudes. Look how many dudes we exposed up here on the internet, bro. I'm just being honest. I'm just being honest.
No, I agree.
I'm being honest, bro.
I agree with you.
That is. Come on, bro. Look how much money little Woody that told on Young Thug was running around with. Where you get all that money from? Every major rat you see got the bag. Anybody that's saying they gonna tell they got the bag,
Right, right.
say I'm wrong. Say
Hey,
I'm
look at look, bro.
lying. All the opportunities, all the major moves. Think about it. I'm just being honest. And I'm
Mm-hmm.
not, and I'm not, and I'm not glorifying the gangster over the rat. I'm just telling you who is put in control of the streets because they answering to what? Who?
Mm,
They answering to the government. So they put in power.
mm.
That's what's going on out here, bro. That's what's
Nah, you
going on
talking
out here,
fact.
bro. I'm just being
You
honest.
talking that talk.
And I'm not, and yo, let me say something. I'm out the street, so I don't care either way.
Facts,
I'm
facts,
not
nah,
taking
facts.
nobody's side. And I'm just being honest. I'm not taking nobody's side on this. I'm taking the side of the community and the kids that need real guidance,
Right.
or the youth, or the people that need real guidance. That shit is a loss. That shit is an L. If you a shooter right now, you a loser.
You a loser.
If you a shooter, you are a loser. If you are a shooter, you're a loser, and your days on these streets is numbered.
Are numbered. Let
You are
that
going
be
to
known.
jail or you going to the grave. After you
Yo,
shoot something, they're gonna bury your ass. They gonna bury you. Either they gonna bury you or the police gonna bury you with time.
talk that talk.
The shooter is the loser right now.
The
The shooter is
shooter
the
is the
loser.
loser.
The shooter's the loser. You a loser. You
Anybody
gotta
with that
shoot. You
hammer.
gotta shoot because you don't got no other way to get money right now. The shooter is the loser.
Oh my god.
And let me tell you something.
And the shooter getting the most time. The shooter going down for everything.
Yo,
He the
listen.
top. He listen. The big
And guess what?
homie.
And guess what now? Guess what? The shooters is telling. All these shooters you see in these major cases, they all telling.
The big homie ain't even on the top of the chain list right now. When he going for them indictments, the shooter's up there.
Yo, look.
Come on.
Yo, look. Yo, the shooter is the low man in the totem pole in these streets, you heard? That's the low man in the totem pole, bro. And you going to jail. The way this is set up, the way the streets is set up now, you going to jail or you going to a or early grave. Cause them dudes that probably gave you that money, either they gonna dead you or they gonna bury you so you can bury the connection.
Yeah, you might be the most feared in the street right now, but who gonna fear you in the grave
They
or
go,
in
no, they're
jail?
gonna bury you so they can bury the connection. These shooters, you don't see all these dudes telling. You don't see the dude telling on his sons, the father telling on his sons, yo, the streets is nasty right now, bro. Let me tell you something. If I had to come to the streets, if I didn't join the streets, get into the streets when I was a kid, if I was a kid now, I would have been like, nah, y'all is killing each other, y'all. Wow, I'm not going, I'm getting a job. The working stiff is the best dude right now. Yeah. The dude out here getting an honest living is the best dude right now, bro. I'm telling you. I'm telling you, bro.
Hold on, let me get sturdy.
Yo,
You
yo, the
sturdy.
street, yo, the streets is nasty, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Streets
Had
is
to get
nasty,
sturdy
bro.
for
I ain't
that
gonna
one.
front. The streets is nasty, bro. I don't even understand how they let everybody in the spot with their guns.
That's crazy.
Yo, look, if you let all right, look, all right, check it out.
Nah, that's
If
crazy.
I'm security and I know you a level-headed dude, just think about it. I'm security, I know you level-headed, and you just got it on you because you got your jewels on, but you're not on dumb out time. I'm
G
gonna
Rap
let you
said get
slide.
sturdy.
I'm gonna let you slide, but I'm not gonna let these bug outs slide because I know they're gonna air the
Facts.
spot out.
Facts.
I'm not gonna let the bug outs slide because I know they're gonna air the spot out. Even when I was outside, bro, I did a lot, but I knew how to party.
That's right.
I knew how to party. I ain't gonna wild out in nobody's spot, mess nobody's bag up. I was a thinker too, you know what I'm saying? Unless somebody bring it to me, then I gotta defend myself. You know what I'm saying? But they was smart. They wasn't letting our dumbass in the Q club with them bangers. They wasn't letting us in the spots with that shit. Because they know if we got in the spot and if it would have been the same thing, you heard?
Right, right.
It would have been the same thing. They wasn't letting us in Trafalgar Square with 10 grips, everybody gripped up. You can't. They wildin'. Yo, they
Nah,
wildin', bro.
I don't think that'd be
That's why you
good.
gotta get security that don't know nobody.
Right.
Because the security from the hood, they know somebody, they gonna let them in. That's my man. Yo, come on, big bro. You know how I do out here, bro. I ain't gonna violate, but I gotta keep it. Give you a couple dollars. All right, go ahead, son. You gotta get white people. You gotta get security that don't know nobody.
No, you got to
Search
get the.
all
You
these
listen,
dudes.
bro. All right, listen. I'm not into calling no officials for no street business. You feel what I'm saying? But if you got a business or you in a business, all that street stuff goes out the window.
That business
Everything
right, yo, listen. That business right there is over.
gone.
That business is done, and they're about to get sued by like 10 families. Whatever insurance they had on that spot, whatever insurance they had on that spot, they're about to
Finished.
pay. They're about to pay some millions for wrongful death,
That's crazy.
wrongful people getting assaulted. They're about to pay millions. That spot, whatever insurance they got, is about to get hit heavy. They're about to get hit heavy because there's no way it was supposed to be all them bangers in that spot like that.
That's crazy.
They wildin'. Yeah.
Nah,
Yo,
that's
let me tell you
wild.
something. If I know I'm going to a spot and everybody's getting in with they bangers like that, I'm
Right.
not going in there.
Right. Now I'm here.
I'm not going to no spot like that. I'm not partying. I'm not partying with a bunch of toters. Get out of here,
Right.
yo. Nobody, no licenses, a bunch of unlicensed wild toters in the spot. Get out of here. I'm not going to party in no spot like that.
And not only that, I'm out here in Brooklyn putting dudes in the dirt. I'm putting dudes down.
I don't know. I heard Shorty. I don't know. I don't know. I never heard of Shorty, but
Come on.
they saying that Shorty was getting busy out there in Brooklyn. They said Shorty was out there.
Y'all waiting for this one? Y'all waiting
They
for this?
said Shorty was getting busy out there in Brooklyn. I don't know if that's true or not. I don't
My
know.
fault.
I know dudes be trying to put stuff on dudes when dudes die though. I know that much, you heard?
I know one
Wax
thing.
Wax Dog said liquor and guns.
What he said?
Wax Dog said liquor and guns. Liquor,
Yeah, bro.
hookah, and guns is a rap, you heard?
Nah, that's a fact.
He gonna be pushing that cart now. That club is done. That club is done. You got a mass shooting in your club, bro? That's crazy, you heard? In your inside? Them people
Listen,
about to get it's about to be all kind of millionaires in them families, you heard?
listen, bro.
It's about to be
That's
all kind of
why
millionaires in that family, you heard?
I'm not gonna lie. I go to bars where brothers be at and stuff like that, but my main bars be like, I go to this little Irish bar where I chill out at. You know what I'm saying? Like, cause it be laid back. It be a mixture of black, white folks together. You know what I'm saying? Everybody just chilling. Irish people, they party and stuff like that. But bro, I'm not going to no environment where I know it's gonna be guns, where I know it's gonna be danger, where I know it's gonna be people beefing, where I know it's gonna be people that have beefs. That's little kid when you 12, 13-year out, looking for trouble. Like, as a grown man, I'm not doing that, bro. I want to go have a nice drink, probably get some hot wings if they serving some hot wings or some nice fish. You feel what I'm saying after them drinks? You know what I mean? Yo, Harlem Legend, salute, man. You been blazing them, baby.
Your Harlem legend been turning it up. Yo, salute. Yo, go ahead, bro. I'm gonna use the bathroom. Talk to the peoples. Go ahead.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? But you not supposed to be out here, grown man in your 40s, at a drill. Come on, you can't be at no drill party like that. That's not a good look. Who's doing that? Not no real get money dudes. Not no real gangsters from back in the days. I'm not talking about these dudes today that's walking around in the streets. You know what I'm saying? That's quick to give the gun or drugs to these young brothers out here. Send them to jail or early grave. I ain't talking about that. Real brothers, they not outside, man. They at home, man. As soon as they get off of work, feet hurting.
They want a meal, a nice cooked meal. They probably want to lay down with the wife, snuggle. You know what I'm saying? Dudes ain't on it like that, man. No, I'm not on it, bro. I ain't trying to go to jail for nobody. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Mikey B, man. Today is 50th birthday, man. Yeah, man. Come on, bro. House parties, bro. Like in these days and times, these lounges, no good. Brooklyn is known for dudes getting clapped up in these lounges, but dudes still go to these lounges. For what? What are you there to lounge for? To get to die? Your lounge just ready to die. Yo, son, you going to the lounge? Yeah, son. You ready to die tonight? I'm ready. I'm ready.
Hey yo,
Come on,
them
son.
dudes, them dudes went out like what is that? A Pulp Fiction? Like what movie? What Bronx Tale? There was like Bronx Tale in the club.
Yeah, looking like Bronx telling the
That was like
club, bro.
That was like a Reservoir Dogs movie. They went out like
Not me,
They
son.
said both the dudes that was beefing got killed. Like both the main shooters got knocked off.
Both of y'all, it was like like that was meant to be for both of them that night because both of y'all beefing in a nice spot that was probably calm. It was probably the spot was probably calm. Everybody was probably chilling, relaxed, and y'all dummies want to start beefing. Yo, son, you stepped on my shoes. I don't care, cuz. What you mean, loco? Yo, all right, come to the back, lo. Yo, come outside. Both of them dead. Come on, bro.
G. Quinn said Death Wish 3, East New York. They went out like John Wick in that club. That was like John Wick. That was
Crazy.
they was wild and they bugging in Brooklyn, you heard? They doing stuff
J.E.
like that. They
J.E. say
tripping.
I play the crib with my lovely lady. Better than any lounge. Yeah, bro, you get to smell feet. You ain't gotta pay for that. You get to eat up all you want. You get to eat up all you want. You
That's
understand what I'm
right.
saying?
That's right.
You get to play with them little things on top. You understand? Kisses everywhere, food on the table.
I'm
You
telling you,
understand
you
what I'm
heard?
saying? Socks, drawers clean.
I'm telling you, you
Come
heard?
on, son. And after that, you might get ice cream in the bed. You might get ice cream in the bed if you did right.
I'm definitely getting ice cream in the bed. I
Oh,
always
I'm
get ice.
definitely getting ice cream. I'm definitely getting my ice cream. You understand what I'm saying?
Yo,
Yo, the
listen.
house life is so fun. And dudes don't understand. They make that shit seem like it's all Yo, the house life is so fun, yo.
Yo, look. So they hawked the terror squad dude down. What's his name? Remember the black dude from Terror Squad that got hawked down in the club?
Somebody from Terror Squad got hit?
He been got hit some months ago. Remember the dude? The black dude that was I forgot his name. What's
I
his
don't
name from
believe nothing from Terror
what's
Squad, so.
he got killed in the club in Queens. They stabbed son up. He's crazy in the club. They hawking dudes down like it's jail. Yo, it's wild. New York is wild, you heard? Yo, let me tell you
That's
something.
crazy.
Yo, I've been living out the city, man. I'm good on the city, you heard? The city is crazy, you heard? When I was in the city, I was nuts. You gotta be kind of crazy to be living in that city and be going out and moving around. You gotta have a level of craziness living in New York City and to be messing with the nightlife. You gotta have a level of crazy, you heard? You have to have some type of level. You might not be a level one, but you like level three, you level three, level four. You gotta have a level of crazy to go to New York clubs, bro. You gotta. When I used to go to New York clubs, I used to be crazy as hell.
Right.
I used to be ready for action. I'm just being honest.
Nah, facts.
Be ready for action, and you go up in there, and you know what it is, bro. New York
Nah,
City,
facts.
New York's.
You ain't
Look at
lying.
Pete. Yo, listen, bro. P Diddy had a shootout in the club. Him and Sean. Think about it. Him, Sean, and J Lo had a shootout in the club. New York is crazy as hell, bro.
Nah.
Chicago. When I went to Chicago, I was in the Chicago club. We went to a Chicago club. We across from the projects in a Chicago club. It was lit, though. It was nice. Ain't nothing happened when we was in there. Um, and I went with the nonprofit organizations. We went there, we was doing work. And I was with people from Chicago too at that time too.
Right.
But it was good vibes. Ain't nothing happened. Wasn't no shots. But you don't understand, like, you caught it on a good night. You come tomorrow. Real talk, you heard?
Come tomorrow.
I'm telling you, yeah.
Come chill outside in the back in the gangway.
New York is crazy, bro. New York is crazy, bro. She can go down anytime and anywhere, and you least expect. New York is crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? You gotta
Facts.
have a level of craziness to go to them clubs. You gotta be with the shits in some type of way to be going up in them clubs, and them clubs be active, bro, everywhere. Yo, right, Wax Dog, right. Until you leave the city, you be like, wait a minute. This is really partying. You go somewhere else. You go to an old timer club or somewhere else. You go to another city. It ain't active. Dudes ain't in there wilding out. You know what I'm saying? Houston, Texas, North Side. What up? Anton Block. Yo, Flacco. Yo, tell Chopper Style I said what up. Yo, we building we. I'm telling you, it's wild. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? And let me tell you something. That hammer don't save you. Rebuilding we, that hammer does not save you. Only thing that save you is moving right. Hammer don't save you, bro. Them dudes that got killed in Brooklyn had it. They had it. That don't save you, bro. What saves you is not going to them
Um,
shoot 'em up spots, them shoot 'em up bang bang spots. You can't slide up in them spots. Yeah, that was a good live you did. I like that. I mean, I like that. I like that video you did. You right about that though. You right about that though, Harlem. We picked up a lot. We picked up a lot of stuff from other coaches in New York, and now we live in that same stuff in New York. And New York is too tight. Everybody live on top of each other. New York is too tight to be doing certain type of gang banging and doing all that kind of stuff. It's too New York is too many people. It's too tight. You, you live in that life. You gonna get knocked off. You going to jail. That's that. You gonna get knocked off. You might get shot. You might get away and get lucky and get shot and not die. They might catch you. You might get your ass whipped on the train somewhere on a bus or something, and you might not die. But 9 times out of 10, you're gonna die or you're gonna go to jail for a long time.
right.
You're gonna go to jail.
Right.
There's no way of getting around that in New York. There's no way of getting around in New York. It's too
No
tight.
way.
It's too tight. It's too small.
Right.
It's too tight. Everybody on top of each other.
Everybody.
I was just in the city the other
Crazy.
day. I was just in the city the other day in traffic. I'm like, yo, this traffic is horrible. I'm like, this. I hate New York. I hate the traffic. I hate driving through that everything. Every time you go through New York, it's always traffic, bro. You can't never get a free ride nowhere, bro. Everybody moving fast in a tight little restricted area. How you going fast? Is this a traffic jam? How you speeding in a traffic jam? Yo, New York is crazy. Yo, New York City is crazy, man. New York City is crazy, bro. New York City is crazy, man. But yeah, man, 50, man, the most high, you know what I'm saying? Jah Rastafari Selassie the first blessed me to see 50 years. And I'm free. Yo, listen, my 20th, my 30th, my 40th, 25th, 35th, 45th, all of that was in prison.
Damn, baby.
My 20th, my 30th, my 20th, my 25th, my 30th, my 35th, my 40th, and my 45th. All of that was in prison, bro.
I spent my 17s to my all my 20s in a pen. That's crazy.
Word, bro. All of that was in prison, bro. I got to see this 50 free, man. Healthy.
Wow. My son, reflect on that, baby.
I'm telling you, I never
More
got to see
life,
no highlights, bro. The 20th,
more life, more life.
more life, man. More life, man. You know what I'm saying?
More life, man.
More life. 50, bro. 50. You know what I'm saying? But I gotta,
I'm proud of you, bro.
I'm
I'm
kind of
proud.
immature.
Yo,
I'm a little
real
immature.
talk. I'm proud of you, bro, because you could be anywhere in the world right now, stepping on anybody's neck, doing what you want. You understand what I'm saying? Giving that woman in that house hell. You understand what I'm saying? But you chose to be loyal, brother. Come home, try to fix your wrongs, correct your wrongs. You know what I'm saying? You
Right.
know, build your community. These are the things you got to look at in the mirror and be like, yo, I'm proud of you, bro. Go to the
And
mirror,
that
look in the
and
mirror
that's
and
what
be
I
like, yo,
think
I'm
about.
proud of
And
you,
that's what I
bro.
think about, bro, because like I said, since I've been home, I've been tested. I've been tested since I've been out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
And I didn't go back to the things that I used to do. You know what I'm saying? I've
right,
been I've been really tested. Um,
right.
but let me tell you something. The art of war, the first military strategic book wrote on this planet in human history
Hmm.
says the violence is the last thing you're supposed to do. If you have to use violence, that means you lost on so many other levels before that.
Emotionally, everything, spiritually.
So when I
Yes,
was in prison, even with my case, even with the case I caught for doing and did 25 years, one thing I thought about was the options that I didn't use. I could walk away. I could run. I could move. I could do all these different things. I could leave it alone. I could get somebody to come in, a neutral party to come in and
and
squash the
talk.
beef and talk it out. I never used none of these options before, bro.
Right.
But now I use all these options.
How do it feel though?
It feel great because I'm
Right,
successful now.
right,
There's no
right,
success. There's no success in being a shooter. There's
right.
no success. Your end is coming. Your end is coming fast. But there's no
But
success, bro. I sat down for 25 years and thought about all of this, bro.
right,
I sat down for 25 years, bro.
right. What's the
And I
dinner?
know I know I'm smarter than the average person. So when I got shot up, I had a gun on me. I had my gun out.
Right.
So that does not make you to have a gun, to have a weapon, does not make you invincible. People die with their weapons all the time.
Hmm.
Law enforcement die with weapons. Military die with weapons. That does not make you bulletproof. Only thing does is making the right moves, using the options. And like myself, I'm not gonna do certain things in my life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna do certain things. Even if you don't know what you're gonna do, just know what you're not gonna do.
Hmm.
If you don't know what you're gonna do with your life, just say, well, to get to success, I'm not gonna kill anybody.
Right,
To get to success, I'm not gonna snitch on anybody.
right,
That doesn't make a difference. If you feel that way, I respect it. But just know if you don't know what you're gonna do, just know what you're not gonna do. When I came out here, I don't mind running. I don't mind moving. I don't mind talking to people to squash shit to get things done. You know what I'm saying?
right.
I mind being away from my family. I
No,
mind, I mind, I mind hurting other human beings. I mind that.
You absolutely right.
You see what I'm saying? Unless I have to defend my family, defend my home, or defend myself, then I have to do what I gotta do. But if it's a problem, I don't mind getting out the way. I don't mind that. And let me tell you something, that's gangster, that's real. For you to understand your limitations and what you willing to stand for, the things you're willing to do. There's nothing wrong with that. But I don't want to hurt human beings. I'm not, and that's what I'm not gonna do unless I have to defend myself or my family. Then I have to do what I gotta do to defend my life and the life of my family. And I'm gonna always do that. I'm gonna stand on that. I don't mind that. Because I know I'm not gonna offensively just do some nonsense in the community. But if you come into my house, if you come into my house, if you come to where I rest, and I gotta defend it.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
I agree.
So that's just it's just options that I didn't use when I was a kid, when I was out there wilding. I just use all those options now.
No,
That's just
yo, I'm not gonna lie. What you said. Excuse me. Hold on. You said
good.
how
Good. What you
you
said, bro?
felt. You said something about how you felt about not, using those options now that you have. Yo, it feels so good. You know what I'm saying? Because now, you put in your brain like, yo, I don't gotta do this. You know what I mean? Like I ain't got nothing to prove. You feel what I'm
Right,
saying? Like
right,
back in
right.
the days, we just felt like we had something to prove. You
And
feel what I'm saying?
I wish I didn't have those things to prove because it costs, life and liberty.
Mm,
It costs life and liberty. You know
mm.
what I'm saying? It costs life.
Real shit.
It costs 25 years of me holidays being with my family, burying my elders. You know what I'm saying? It cost me that. That was a sacrifice.
Right,
That cost me that. You see what I'm saying? And was it worth it? It was not worth it. When I
right,
look back on it, when I look back on my life, 50 years, it wasn't worth it. When I
right.
look back on the rules that I followed, and make your own rules. Don't let these dudes rule you. Don't let these streets rule you. Make your own rules. Because these dudes are not
Facts,
following the rules. They made these
facts. That
rules in the
all
streets. Let me tell you something. The dudes that are winning are the dudes that didn't follow the rules.
right.
Everybody that followed the
Talk.
rules is losing. They in jail. They got the rest of their life in jail. They followed the rules of the street. They didn't tell on nobody. They didn't do this. They didn't do that. They didn't do this. They in jail doing till the sun burn out. All the dudes that told or didn't follow the rules, they the ones that's out here winning. They didn't follow the rules. They didn't follow the rules. And that's why they winning because they didn't have no rules. They threw the rule book to the side. They been through the rule book to the side and win at all costs. So I think the only rules that should be govern you is the rules of your God, the rules of your family, and the rules of yourself. Forget these dudes'
Facts.
rules. Don't follow these rules of these
Talk
streets
your
because they're
talk.
not following them. Don't follow
Talk
those
your talk.
rules. They're not following those rules. Follow the rules of your God, follow the rules of your family, and follow the rules of your own moral compass. What you can sleep with, what you can look yourself in the mirror in with at night. And that's how I live my life now. There's
Right,
some things that I won't do. There's some things that I won't do. I'm not gonna do certain things. That's just my life. That's just who I am.
right.
You know what I'm saying? But I understand that I will not follow anybody else's rules. Nobody rules
Talk
me.
that talk.
I'm my
Talk
own.
that
I'm
talk.
my own king in my own kingdom.
Right,
I'm my own king
right.
in my own king. I follow my own rules.
Talk that talk.
I follow my own rules. That's how it is, man. And in your and I follow the rules of the Most High. I'm not out here killing nobody. I'm not out here robbing nobody. I don't rob. I wake up and I make an honest living every day.
Every day.
I'm not stealing. I'm helping people if I can. You know what I'm saying? When I can, I help. I help out. And that's how I live my life. And that's why I'm blessed. You know what I'm saying? That's why
Right,
I'm blessed. I know why I'm blessed. I know why I'm blessed. Even though I have done
Talk that
bad in my
talk.
life, even though I've done bad in my life, it's a balance. I have done good as well. I have done a lot of good. I have saved a lot of
Listen, man.
people.
That Bible and that Quran is full of people that made wrong choices in life and still changed their life over. That
Right,
Torah, everything, all them good books, all them brothers that's in them stories that we
right,
look upon, they went through the same thing that we went through every day in life, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like lately, I've been taking steps towards God. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how y'all brothers is doing out there, but I feel like God has been calling me lately to take some steps. And they say when you take a step towards God, you understand? He take a million towards you. You feel what I'm saying? So
yo, bro.
that's the type of line I'm in right now. That's where I'm at in my life right now. I'm really trying to make a change. I don't want to be known as the same Smitty Rock that the crash out or the pop off or son that'll book you or you understand what I'm saying? I don't want that or shoot you or run down on you or he can't have a proper conversation with you or things of that. You understand what I'm saying? I'm
Right,
trying to
right.
control my energy more. I'm trying to control what I say out my mouth. You understand what I'm saying? And know that I got options. That's very important. You know what I'm saying? That Mikey B said that today. We all have options. You understand? No matter what, whether it's in a relationship that's holding us back, whether it's a friend that's holding us back, whether it's waking up and thinking about doing the wrong thing. You understand? We have options, man. You understand what I'm saying? And we got to use them, man. We have to use them, man.
And
For
that's the
real.
whole and that's the
You
whole
know?
thing. You know, my only option was to resort to violence for a long part of my life.
Facts.
And
Facts.
it cost me years. It cost me
He said, "Nah, I like
friendships.
the sturdy Smitty better."
It cost me family. You know what I'm saying? It cost a lot. It was a heavy, it was a heavy cost, sure. But now, like I said, I use the options. I use my options. I use my options in my life. You know what I'm saying? Whether I rather whether I rather run from a situation or kill, I'd rather run.
Right.
Yeah.
Fact.
I'm just being honest, you I'd
All
rather
the
run.
way.
Yo, son ran. I ain't killed or I ain't back in jail. You I ain't take no human life. I ain't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I ain't telling nobody. You know what I mean? Dude can say whatever they want. You heard? You booked it. Your son booked it. I used to be telling dudes in jail before I came home, they gonna be like, yo, that old motherfucker's fast. We tried to get him, he was out of here. Yo, he got Air Max on. What he got on the pumps? What kind of shoes is those? That old dude was out. Yeah, because I know what it's going. If I resort to do what I do, I know what it's gonna be. You know what I'm saying? I know where that's gonna go. Somebody gonna tell, and I'm gonna be back with Blue Boy, like, yo, Blue, what up? Yo, salute to Blue Boy too. You know what I'm saying? You seeing the old heads. Yo, Mikey B, you came back, bro. You was out there doing good, bro. You let these dudes trick you out your freedom. I can hear them now. I can hear them right now, bro, talking to me. Like, yo, Mikey B, man, come on, man. You was supposed to be smarter than that, bro. I can't hear you, bro. You muted. You muted, Smitty.
I did a fair bit, right? So I did my fair bit. I stayed out. Um, I stayed out probably a year, like
Throw it to the
like
bowl, salute.
18 months, like a year and a half, right? And this is what really changed my life around, bro. That violation right there, right? Because the violation I did, yo, when I tell you nobody came through, nobody came through. They taught me a lesson. Mom Dukes, grandmoms, cousins, brothers, everybody. You know what I mean? They made sure I ate. You know what I'm saying? But the the living lavish like I used to in the spot and yo, I need this to grab up this and grab that was dead, right? But the most embarrassing thing is when I walked through the same dome that I left
Get
with
out of here.
with dudes that's sitting up with 40, life, 30,
They sent you back to the
20.
same dorm to see the same dudes?
I walked in, nigga said, look at this dumb nigga, stupid nigga. Yo, word of my mother, I felt like, yo, son, yo, my
That's
armpits,
crazy.
my armpits was sweating, bro. Yo, listen, they set a bag out for me.
sneakers. They gave me my drawers. You know, I'm a real one. They gave me my toothpaste, a meal for the come in. Yo, son, you on your own, baby Paul. Like you on violation time. Don't even come and knock on my door, bro, for like a month. B, I don't want to even hear from you, boy. Like dead ass, bro. Like for real, son. Like that was the most embarrassing thing. I was like, yo, I'm never coming back here again. It's over. It's over. Dudes
I know you
laughed
was
at me like,
tripping,
look at
yeah.
this dumb nigga. I was like, yo, son, whole armpit sweat. And I'm like, walking in here looking like a bozo. Dude's like, yo, son, I got 30 years. You out there playing, son? Come on, son. What type of time you want, bro? Matter of fact, I don't even want to talk to you, son. Out of here, son. You dead weight right now, bro. You wilding out here. I felt like the bozo, bro,
Yo,
for real. So
Wax AP locked up too?
Wax AP is locked up. I just spoke to Wax AP.
What he locked up for? Tell him I sent my love, man.
I
What he
don't I
locked up
don't know
for?
what his case is, but I think it's from his situation of his his wife, I think, or something like that. You know what I mean? But he actually on his way to beat and all that, so he should be home in no time.
Yo, tell him
You
I
know what
sent
I'm
my love,
saying?
man. Tell him to give me a call.
I got you. That's my word. I'm gonna tell him you said it's love because he be hollering at the peoples and all that.
That's
You know what I'm saying?
crazy, bro.
Yeah,
I ain't know
shout out
what.
to Wax AP, free
I
Wax
see
AP,
G'd up
man.
I see G'd up Quinn say free Wax AP. I ain't even know he was locked up.
I was in Berlin, Mike Velez. I was in Berlin and New Hampshire.
Joe, G'd up Quinn, send me his information, bro.
I was in Berlin. That's a new spot they have built. I think it's about like the most
The Big
5,
1090.
6
Yo, what
years
up?
old, 7 years old,
Yo, the
probably.
Big 1090 said he been booked since June. Booked? What he got booked for? What happened? I don't even know.
June, hold on, August. Yeah, he been locked up since June. That's when he called me. Facts. I
Word?
thought you knew about that. Yeah, yeah. Mike
I
Velez
ain't
is
know
in New
Wax AP
Hampshire.
was
That's a
locked
fact.
up.
Yo, shout out to my brother Cosmology Bay, man. Word of
Yo,
mother, man.
Cosmology Bay, salute.
Yo, September, we back on shaking a leg, man. We gonna be talking about a lot of stuff that's going on, man. You know what I mean? Me and Cosmo might start pulling up on dudes, man, in your hood. So don't be surprised if we pull up in your hood near you like this. Yo, what's up? Yo, what you got for us?
Yo, you seen the Fivio and Jim Jones? Jim Jones did his podcast.
Who?
Jim Jones did his podcast. You ain't see it yet?
And who podcast?
Jim Jones got his own podcast.
Oh, I saw he bought the whole situation, I heard.
He had Fivio Foreign up there.
A word?
Fabio was up there. Yeah, talking about knives.
Oh yeah. I heard Fabio threw a shot at Nas somewhere, they said.
Nah, he said he ain't really know his music. He don't know no quotable lines from him. He was on his album. They got a Grammy together. I don't even know. These dudes be up here just talking. I don't know.
Right, right, right. Nah, but
I don't know.
sister,
But you
Fi-
know what what I don't like about it is that we as black people, I'm talking about going back to Africa. It's like you gotta cannibalize your elders, your leaders, bro. We don't gotta do that, bro. Nobody else does that shit, bro. No other cultures cannibalizes, you know, kills, cannibalizes their elders so they can sound like something, bro. Nobody else does that shit, bro. No other cultures, no Jewish people, no Spanish people, no white people. Nobody does that shit, bro. I don't understand like why dudes would like try to like talk down about somebody. And it's been like that since Shaka Zulu with these people, implementing that stuff against us so we can go against each other. Like, you don't gotta do that shit to be somebody, bro. You ain't gotta talk down about dudes that did it before you, that did it better than you, that paved the way for you to do what you do. Like, why would you do that? You got a Grammy with a dude. Why would you do that?
yeah,
Dude
but
just
we not Africans, bro. Bro's gotta stop thinking like we Africans. We're
I know,
not
but I'm just talking
Africans,
about, but it's all a lineage, bro. You got to think about the bloodline. It's a bloodline. It's a bloodline, bro. You can't skirt a bloodline. It's a bloodline.
right?
And I'm telling you, all these dudes just setting themselves up, and Jim Jones try to stop them. All these dudes just setting up is for disrespect for them when they get older. That's all they doing is lining up their own disrespect.
Mm-hmm.
That's all they doing. You disrespecting the dudes you got a Grammy with that came before you. Why we do that? Like, that shit is corny. Well, none of us, listen, when I came out as a neutral dude, the Queen from Queens, when I came out as a Damu soldier, when I was a big homie, whatever, the Black Panthers loved me. The guards love me.
Right.
The Muslims love me. The NOI, all the elders love me, bro. All
Right.
them elders, all them dudes that came before us, bro. I didn't violate. They all loved us, bro. They
Right.
loved the gangsters from our generation and they supported us. Not only did they love us, they backed us.
Mm.
The guards backed us. The Brooklyn dudes backed us. The Bronx dudes backed us. The Queens dudes backed us. The upstate dudes backed us, bro, in prison. This is why my journey was so easy in jail, is because I fell in line with my elders, with the people that came before me. So my time, my life was always easy because I respected the ranks.
Mm.
I respected the elders. That I gave them the respect. Don't get me wrong. I earned my name. I earned my respect.
Now, facts.
But I didn't disrespect them because I was the next man. I was the hot name, the hot topic. Because my name, I was running the spots. I didn't disrespect all of my people because I had the power.
Right.
These dudes get a little bit of power, bro, and that shit totally corrupt these bruised dudes, bro.
Right.
They get a little bit of power. They get a little bit of a taste of power. That's
You
Elaine
good?
Brown's book from the
Huh?
Black
That's
Panthers.
it.
It's called A Taste of
Yeah.
Power.
You good?
They get a little bit of
My
power
job.
and think they the
You do
shit,
too
and this
much.
is why they get faded so
Good.
easy, bro.
You do too much here. Y'all good.
They get a little bit of power and think they almighty now. A
Right.
little bit of a taste of power and think they almighty. They this shit. You ain't nothing, bro, without the people that came
What's
before
up?
you. You ain't nothing about the elders and the people who paved the way. You not nothing, bro. You just another line. You just another person in line of the people that came before you. The gods love me.
Right.
The Muslims love me, bro. And I'm not
As
saying
they
just
should.
me.
As they
I'm
should,
talking
because
about the real rights. The real
but you was
rights. The
on
first
revolt time. These
generation.
dudes ain't on revolt time, bro.
Come on, bro. The Spanish dudes, the neutral Spanish dude, they love me.
Right.
I'm just being honest, bro. So it's like when I hear these dudes up here talking, it's like, and I know some of that is chasing clout and they trying to get their little viral moments. I get that. But on the same token, at the expense of you belittling a dude that you got a Grammy with, that you looked up to, that you made money with, like, and I'm not saying if Son violated him, he would have had the right to speak his mind. But Son ain't violate Son. Like, why would you go up there and talk about Son like that for? This dude just bugged out, bro.
Mm.
Like these dudes just bugged out, bro. And let me tell you something. The culture, the coach is seeing this shit. And like even with the Jim Jones and Knives shit, the way the culture stood up for Knives, everybody stood up. They're gonna start. These dudes think they're gonna have an easy ride. We coming to the internet and changing over and be just belittled. It's not gonna be easy. They think they're gonna get money, violating dudes, and that it's not going to be that easy, bro. For you to get that bag, but you think you gonna come over here to the internet on this side and be violating dudes and just violating elders because you could do it, and dudes just gonna stand for that shit. That shit, dudes ain't going for that, bro. That shit is corny. Talk some real talk, get some real content, and come make some money. You know what I'm saying? Like, and even Jim Jones, I salute to Jim Jones because Jim Jones try to like stop it and try to check and try to stop Son from like going in on that point. So salute to Jim Jones because he really tried to like he tried to keep it on. But yeah, bro, that shit is nasty, bro. We don't gotta cannibalize our own people. You could have been bigging Son up and going viral.
Right.
You could have been bigging up Son up.
Right.
Like,
I agree with you.
dudes is bugged out, bro. Dudes is bugged out in this game, man. And like I said, I blame a lot of that stuff on ourselves because we ushered in a new era. We were the guys that, made a lot of the stuff that these guys doing now. We made it cool. We were the names that made it cool, bro. Just being honest, you heard?
Facts.
Our names made it cool to be blooded and cripping in New York and doing all this, Latin kinging or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Our names were the names
Real
they
talk.
heard in these streets. You know what I'm saying? So
You ain't
we,
lying.
so we get part of the. So I can't just talk about him and not talk about myself because I promoted a lot of that shit. You know what I'm saying, for
Nah,
years and
real
years and
talk.
years. But you know, we did it. We did it, but we did it a different way. We ain't just, we ain't cannibalize our peoples. You know what I'm saying? We stood tall with our peoples.
Yeah, we
That's the
wasn't
difference
back
between.
doing we wasn't back doing dudes just for nothing.
Nah, we
Not
stood
for no
tall with our
girls
peoples
or
though.
not for
We
no
ain't
bread. Nah.
oppressed. We ain't oppressed all of our peoples just for our own benefit. You know what I'm saying? We ain't use our positions, our stature in the community to belittle everybody else. You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
not
And that's
everybody. You can't say we, not everybody. Just say some of us.
when I say when I say we, I'm talking about a specific handful of dudes that's the most shades, the dudes that was in the field really being around dudes and really being, name brand dudes out there in the field in prison because this stuff came from prison to the streets, bro.
Right, I agree.
So, we ushered that era in, bro. We ushered that era in. The Robo Justice and the, RIP, the Black Old Macos. These dudes were respected by everybody. Love these dudes, bro. The generations after may be different, but we moved the whole crowd. The neutral Queens dude, the neutral Brooklyn dude, the neutral Harlem. You know, these dudes loved us, bro. A lot of dudes in these gangs, they loved us too. I'm not saying we ain't have dudes that loved us in these gangs too, but we respected our elders, man. You know what I'm saying? We respected the dudes that came before us, and that's why our time was so easy. I'm being
Right,
honest
right,
because
right.
we had the full backing of it's the full support of our peoples. You heard? We had the full backing and support of our peoples, bro.
Nah, real talk.
Real shit, bro.
Nah, you ain't lying.
We had the full backing and support of our peoples, bro. All them Brooklyn dudes, they supported me, bro. The Fly Tie, RIP, the Finsters. When you hear these dudes that, they got it in with the homies later on, they supported me. They love me, you heard? They love
Nah,
the dudes that was a part of our ranks.
nah, real talk.
Just being honest, bro. You know what I'm saying? You don't gotta do that shit. You don't gotta belittle your peoples. You using that shit like you gotta cannibalize your peoples to make it to the top. You ain't gotta do that, bro. Gotta do that, bro. Real talk. Yeah, I like how Bobby's maturing too. But Bobby is maturing. Yo, salute, yo, Roddy Rebel. I was rooting for Roddy Rebel too. I ain't gonna be here too much longer. I got things to do. But salute to Roddy Rebel, man. He got up out of there. I already got caught with a blicky or whatever. Um, salute to him. You know what I'm saying? I was rooting for Roddy Rebel. I ain't gonna lie, you heard?
I was
I was
rooting for
rooting for him.
Rowdy too. He kind of disappointed me.
I ain't disappoint you. What happened?
I mean, just by the action that I thought after 7 years he would like mature a little more than he did. It seems like he came back on the time chasing the same thing that he already had. You know what I'm saying? Stardom and fame. You understand? You already got that. You don't need that. Now it's time to focus on how to change this stardom and fame into something that's going to be longevity for your family. Instead, he came home and chose to go the same gang route. You understand, and do things with the gang. You know what I'm saying? Which is not knowing that that was a lose end. Everybody that was standing on his side when he came home, right now he can't look for. I'm just keeping it real. They had all
I
that
mean, you
bad.
might, you from Brooklyn, so you might know more than me. But from what I seen, homie was making music. I got a few of his tracks in my playlist. In my
Yeah,
playlist,
he was
you know.
making music, but not the type of music that he could have went mainstream for if he would have either stuck to the plan with him and Bobby. You understand what I'm saying? Because Bobby held out. You understand what I'm saying? And when is and basically holding out until he is free to make his own moves. He went with a mainstream when he shouldn't have. You understand? He should have been independent artist going around making his bread. You understand? Doing what he do. You understand? Because a lot of kids still want to hear Rowdy. They still love Rowdy music. But like I said, he just took the wrong steps, bro. He had options and he chose the wrong ones. And
I,
that's the reason why he's in jail right now.
but he home. He came out.
Yeah, I mean, regardless of what, he just did 7 years. You got locked up in LA for a gun, you understand, which is going to turn federal. Bottom line.
Like I said, I don't know whose gun it is. I don't know. like I said, you probably know more of the situation. You from Brooklyn, I don't really know, but I'm just talking about from far what I see. I see son got booked. He was making music. I don't know what he was doing out there in them streets. You know what I'm saying? But I
Right.
see son got booked, and they was talking about all these dudes probably get at him or something might happen with him. I'm just happy, son is out of there. He held it down, whatever happened, and I don't know. He looked when he did his little come home little
No, that
video.
was for the Hoovers. That was for the Hoovers, though.
Right. Like I said, I don't know, but I know he came out of there. He got up out of there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that
Got
was the
bailed out.
Hoovers he disrespected. He
Yeah, I don't like I said, I don't know the politics. I know some stuff going on with that, but I don't really know the particulars. But I see he did his little post. I know the post you talk about where he said FLA, middle finger to LA, the Hoovers or whatever. But he came back and he spoke on that. But the Crips is strong out there, so I don't know why. Here
But
in New
he's a
York.
Crip, so you got to understand he fall under the A trade card.
Right,
So
right,
it's like
right.
the Hoovers and the A trades is kind of cool with each other, so they don't really beef with each other. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they own. I mean, the Hoovers is the Hoovers. You know what I'm saying? But they got like five Deuce Hoover and something else Hoover that's cool with the A trades and the gangster car. So that's what we probably won't. You know what I'm saying? Be that much static, but they own identity. So I don't know how that might go.
But yeah, bro, yeah. So, but I'm glad some made it up out of there. I don't know how the case is gonna go. I don't know who Blicky it was or how that's gonna go. But I'm glad son came up out of there in one piece. I was rooting for him. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to see son going in. And let me tell you something. I don't want to see nobody going in prison and not making it out.
Right.
Just being honest, I made it out of there. I don't want to hear son went in there and got hurt up. I don't want to hear that. Like, what we rooting for here? You know what I'm saying? I ain't rooting for son to go over there and get locked up in prison, and for son to go down with son, and not just because he from New York, but he a black dude. Like, man, we gotta change this. This coach is nasty, bro. You heard? The whole coach is nasty, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, black people in America, bro. It's like we got a nasty culture, bro. You know what I
Yo, but
mean?
he must be connected somewhere because he lived down there.
Right.
So he got to be connected with somebody.
Yeah, bro. But I don't want to. I don't want to. I ain't rooting for nobody demise out here. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I ain't rooting to see nobody get hurt up. Even that kid out the Bronx. I'm gonna just talk about that little Bronx thing. Then I'm out of here. Like I said, that kid out the Bronx. He hit that girl. Do I think son needed deserve to get checked? Yeah. But do I think I heard he was a father? Do I think he deserved to get headshotted? No. I just don't. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And even though he hit the girl or whatever, I don't know what led up to that. I don't know the story. It's like a moral dilemma in ART. You heard? Yo, what happened? If you see a dude beating up a girl in the street, you gonna jump in? Or what you gonna do? You gonna watch? You gonna call the cops? We used to give us those moral dilemmas in ART and stuff like that. You heard?
Right.
That's a
Nah,
moral
fact.
dilemma. You heard? That's a moral dilemma. Like, I don't know what the girl did before that. I don't know what happened before that.
No, but
And
I
then you
heard
get
she's a little drill rapper, and I'm not saying that she retaliated from that, but I heard she a little drill rapper. She get busy. You know what I'm saying? So that could have came from retaliation. It could have came from like her just, I don't know, man. I just know y'all got to be careful on them streets, man.
right, G Up Quinn. Anger replacement role play. But they had a skit like that. If you see a dude beating up a girl on the street, would you help? Would you jump in? Would you help?
Right.
Right?
I think
And
I
then
remember
and
one of
then
them
and
things.
then you learn that he just killed the dude's baby. You know what I'm saying? It's like
Right.
you didn't know about this though. This is what she did. So you don't know. But do I think, he put his hands on a girl? Do I think he deserved to get checked in some type of way? Probably DP or physical? Yeah, I believe that. But do I think son deserve a headshot? No,
Nah.
but that shows you when you put your hands on people, you don't know how that retaliation gonna come.
Right.
You could punch somebody in the face and they can come back with the blicky. They ain't taking ass whippings like we used to. We used to fight back in the days and nobody got shot. You heard? We
Right.
used to knuckle check. We checked, but it was a girl. So I don't know. I don't even know if I don't even know if the situation was over that. He could have had something else entirely different going on. It just so happened that the girl got knocked out the day before. We don't even know if that's behind the same situation though. You heard?
That's nah, you ain't lying.
You don't know. Dudes got all kind of shit going on in their life.
You ain't lying about that.
That could have been something totally different. He could have did something else to somebody else that we don't know about. We just seen the girl get punched the day before.
No, that's a fact. That's a
So you
fact.
don't know. You don't know what that's behind. But do I think homie deserves a headshot behind that girl? Nah, I don't think so.
No, that's a fact, man. And condolences to all the people that passed away that we talked about, their
Yeah, R.I.P.
families,
to
you know what I'm
all of those
saying?
families. Yeah, R.I.P.
Trust
to
me,
those families.
we don't mean no harm towards anybody. We're not judging anybody. We're not taking nobody's sides. You know what I'm saying? We respect everybody, family. We just send our condolences out to everybody. We want everybody to
Right,
know
right,
that.
right,
You know what I'm saying? Rest in peace to all the fallen soldiers. You know what I mean? That passed away in Brooklyn, all the fallen soldiers that passed away at the shootout in Bed-Stuy, all the fallen soldiers that passed away on in the Bronx, man. We send our salute over here. Mikey
right,
B, Smitty, man.
right.
To the
R.I.P.
families, condolence, RIP to y'all. You already know, man.
Right. But yeah,
Wow.
bro. But
It's a good one, man.
yeah, it was a good one, bro. You know what I'm
Good
saying?
one. Good one.
I'll be popping out more often. I've been just working. I've been just working hard. You know what I mean? Got to take care of some business. I've been taking care of business and shit. You heard?
Same here, man.
You know what I
You
mean?
know,
But
I
we gonna
got
pop
caught
out
up in
more
my
often.
feelings on a certain situation, but I had to, I had options, so I had to, choose the right ones, So,
And that's what
you
it's
know,
about. If you get anything out this live, man, before you do anything crazy, man, use all your options.
got options, baby.
Use your options. Options is a beautiful thing. You're a Jada Kiss.
Right.
Options is a beautiful thing, man. Use your options, man. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because once you decide to pull them triggers, then a lot of stuff is gonna be off the table. You know what I
Nah,
mean?
real talk.
Word. But I
Real
appreciate
talk.
everybody that popped out. I appreciate you, bro. Make sure y'all go
You
follow my
know
brother
how we do,
50.
man. You
A
know
lot
how
going
we
on
do,
TV.
man.
Thank everybody for popping out, celebrating this 50th with me. You know what I'm
50th.
saying? But
At
I'm about to.
50th.
I got some more celebrating to do. You know what I mean? Without y'all. You know what I
Oh,
mean?
snap.
I got some
Oh,
more
snap. It
celebrating
might
out
get
there.
nasty tonight.
I got some more celebrating to do. So
Yo,
I'm gonna
but
go.
you know what? That's a good feeling, bro. You ain't out, you know what I'm saying, in somebody club, feeling uncomfortable with a million people stepping on your sneakers, having to watch it. Yo, who this? Who that? Somebody bump. You at home with the wife, cook meal. You can lay up. Both of y'all can enjoy yourself, snuggle, smell them feet, everything, bro. That's a 50th birthday, boy.
But yeah, man. Might slide. It's still early. You know what I mean? I might slide somewhere, slide in,
Yeah,
slide
yeah, but
out.
I'm just saying though, man. You know what I mean? You good now, man. You can save
Word
that
up.
for the weekend.
Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah, you right, bro.
Save that for the weekend, man. You know what I'm
You right,
saying?
bro. You right, bro.
Oh, the living room is the club right now.
Right, right, right.
Music, turn up. Bottle, turn up.
Right, right. You already
All right,
know.
man. You already know, Mikey B. I love you, big bro,
Yo,
man.
love you
I'm
too,
proud of
bro.
you, man.
Yo, I appreciate you, bro. But
You
salute to
already
y'all,
know.
man.
Salute, man. Hood Love TV, man.
Y'all
It's a
already
lot
know, man.
going on.
50, man. God is good, man. You know what I'm saying?
God
Give the
is
grace to
great.
God. Family first. Y'all know what it is, man. A lot going on TV. Hood Love TV. Y'all know what it is, man. Salute, man. Appreciate y'all for popping out, man. 50. God is good.